my non-negotiable. I can't touch you again.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't be with you. I can't because every time you touch me, is that how she touched him? Did he touch her like that? How did it feel? Did she like it? Hey guys, we are back with another video, another reaction here. This young couple here, I think the wife, she cheated. And so someone asked them, you know, why did he stay with her after the cheating? So we're gonna jump right into it and react.
Why didn't you leave me after cheating?
We both were drastically different than the day that we stepped to that altar to say our I do's. I say all that to say, when I look back on all that, and I had to remember the person that I stood at the altar with, and I knew that was a completely different person than when this whole situation had happened. And so that gave me hope and understanding, okay, this situation brought about because we were two different people than what we had showed ourselves to be at the altar, because we had got out of our word. You know, we weren't doing our Bible studies together. We weren't really trying to keep God first. We had got so caught up in day-to-day life that we completely negated God from our marriage. And so I realized that if we bring God back into it, we can get back to that place where we were when we stood at the altar together. We can restart this and we can rebuild it.
So, very difficult subject to broach here. So we're going to try to break it down a little bit. This couple has caught a lot of flack from the internet and things like that. But anytime you put something out there like that, you're going to have. So their goal is they want to help people and they want to, you know, kind of put this out there. I'm never really a big fan of that because the internet is a cesspool of things. But
and people are mean.
People are mean.
Yeah. And
let's address the issue here. I think the reason why this got so much traction is because people don't often think of when they think of cheating, they think of a man. And in our society, it's always assumed that men cheat, which is not true. Recent studies show that women cheat just as much as men. And if you've been around long enough, you know that. And especially when you coach and counsel people like we do, women cheat just as much as men.
Yep.
I saw a study recently of people that were actually admitted to it. It was like men cheat at 28%, women cheat at 24% of committed relationships. So it's very comparable. I think the reason why it hit so different is he stayed. He actually did. I walked with men that stayed. I walked with them through the process. I have a very specific process as a man that I know there's certain things that they need to hear. Now I will be honest with you, and I'm never want to lie. I couldn't. That's not me. I'm not built like that. I couldn't. And I'll explain why in a minute, but I want to hear your part. How do you feel about this initial reaction to this video?
I guess for me, when he was talking about why he actually stayed, and he was saying that the person that he married initially was different from the person that got caught up in this situation, my mind went to, was your wife actually being more of who she actually was?
Oh, wow. I never thought
That's
of that.
the way I was thinking. Like, well, maybe she was actually being more of who she actually was. And in the beginning, was it more of just an act just to kind of, you know, subdue herself? And maybe there were some actually underlying issues that were never really addressed and dealt with. And those insecurities and whatever it was that led her to actually make the choice that she did. Was it that she was actually being more of who she was in those vulnerable moments versus she changed? And I think a lot of times when people make bad decisions or decisions that we don't agree with, we assume that they're regressing or they're behaving in a manner that's not characteristic of who they were. But sometimes they're actually behaving more of who they are in those moments. And now they've got to grow out of that into becoming someone new, or into becoming, or to making better choices, or to resolve those issues that drove them in the first place. So my mind is, maybe that was more of who she was than you know.
Yeah.
So that was where I went with it.
Great point. I didn't even think of that. That's a really good point. And that's why you need the feminine side of it to look at. It wouldn't even cross my mind that way.
And premarital counseling. Absolutely.
Shout out to UB Cole for sending this to me, one of our subscribers. Send this to me and want us to react to it. So I know y'all are just waiting, like, why wouldn't you stay? Because, you're a Christian man and you just, I couldn't stay because of this simple reason. When a man loves, he loves hard. And I know it's hard for a lot of you guys to understand that. And a lot of men don't talk about this. A lot of men don't explain. When a man decides he's going to marry a woman, he loves hard. And when he, as dedicated as a husband as I've been taught to be, when you study human nature as much as I've had to, as much as we've had to be what we are and do what we do, I've studied masculine and feminine behaviors more than probably 80% of the people you know. But for a woman to get to the point where she allows another man to enter her, there's an emotional connection. For most women, there's an emotion. Now there's some women that have trauma and all stuff like that.
Right.
It's not in the woman's nature when she's in love and being taken care of and all the things like that to go out and search for another partner. It's just not in the woman's nature. So when a woman decides to cheat on her husband physically, there's a lot that led up to it. There's a lot of things that's under the bridge and that's been said and that's been felt that allows her to be able to physically be able to complete that act.
Yeah.
Now women will fantasize and things like that, but there's a lot of emotional energy that goes into that. When a woman allows another, because women are receivers, men are givers. So when a woman receives another man inside of her, there's a lot of things that happen, a lot that goes on. And plus for me, and I'm speaking for me, guys, I'm not telling you something that, look, if you can walk through it, guys, and stay, kudos to you. I'm here. I can help you do that. But this is just for me.
These are our non-negotiables.
So if you got a problem, you can come for me. That's fine.
Yeah.
But this is my non-negotiable. I can't touch you again.
Yeah.
I can't be with you. I can't because every time you touch me, is that how she touched him? Did he touch her like that? How did it feel? Did she like it? This is how men think. Because men, like we talk about, men draw a circle around everything we defend it with their life, and that includes her.
Yeah.
So if she allowed an enemy in our camp, then I can't trust you anymore. I can love you, it will hurt, but I can't trust you anymore. You have to go.
We've talked about it, and I thought on the other side, like if he were to cheat on me, could I stay? And I remember saying yes before, but I remember entering our marriage so wounded, and the amount of work it's taken to kind of come out of some of those wounds that happened way before you even came along. And I don't know how I would really recover if an infidelity happened in our relationship and what that would do to me and how far it would set me back. So I can't emphatically say, well, yeah, I'll forgive, or I could forgive. Of course, I'll forgive you just based on our belief. But as far as remaining in the relationship, I can't completely say yes. I just, at this point in time, I can't say that would be something that I could actually do and move on. Again, we walk people through it because we understand the principles of it. But I think every relationship, you need to know what your non-negotiables are.
Yep, absolutely.
You need to identify them, and whatever you do, construct the relationship around it so that mutual respect is there. And that's something that needs to happen in premarital. Hello. But something that needs to happen very early on, that you guys discuss what those non-negotiables are, whether it's physical violence, whether it's cheating, no matter what it is, you guys need to talk about what those are and really honor and respect that.
And this is a Christian couple, so we'll speak from a biblical standpoint. Of course, you should forgive your partner. You have to forgive to get past the offense and to get on with your life. So that does not mean that you have to stay. There's a biblical principle of if there's infidelity, did you have the right to leave? So, but also, you can forgive and stay. It's your choice.
Right.
It is your choice. It is absolutely your choice. And I think is deplorable that people are dogging this couple out, but they call this guy beta male because he stayed and this thing like that. Look, if that man loves that woman, he can get past it mentally and emotionally, kudos to him. There ain't no weak man. Because I'm telling you, the way men think, it took a lot of mental gymnastics, prayer, and whatever else that man did, counseling to get past that, because men are visual.
Yeah.
So immediately, and I don't know if he knew who it was or some random guy, whatever, he's visualized. He has to live with the visualization of another man being with his woman. And for a man who we are ego driven, and that hurts. And you can call us insecure, you can call us whatever all you want to. This is how we roll.
Yeah.
This is how we're built.
Yeah.
This is how we are. And it's extremely difficult for a man to go through something like that and then say, you know what, I forgive you, I love you, I'm going to stay with you. So I commend the brother. I really do. He's young also.
Yeah.
I got 21 years in the game. I have sacrificed more than people will ever know for my family. I have sacrificed everything, and I only have one thing in return. One thing, and what is that one thing?
Respect.
That's it. That's all I've ever asked. Respect, loyalty.
Some good loving.
That's it. Yeah, it's a good love. And if I don't have that, then what do I have?
What do you have?
You don't respect me, then I can't. And that's what it boils down to. Men equate that with respect. I think that's a good enough place to start with the video. But just stay tuned. We'll have more like that. That's enough said, guys.